Hey viewers, welcome all of you in Roy's Mantra. In the previous class, we had discussed that about the nature of the international organs. In today's class, we shall read about promotion of democracy. Take a close look at the two cartoons on this and on the next page. These cartoons raise a fundamental questions. These cartoons raise a fundamental question related to global democracy. Recently, many powerful countries in the world, particularly the United States of America, have taken on the task of democracy promotion in the rest of the world. They say that propagating the values of democracy is not enough. Existing democracy should directly intervene in countries that are non-democratic to establish democracy there. In some cases, powerful countries have launched armed attack on non-democratic countries. This is what in the conversation Shushmita was talking. Means United States of America is promoting democracy, and existing democracy should directly intervene in countries that are non-democratic to establish democracy. For that, America is doing so. Then let us see what happened in Iraq. Iraq is a country in Western Asia. It became independent from British in the year 1932. These 3 decades later, there were a series of coup by military officers. Since 1968, it was ruled by Arab Socialist Ba'ath Party. Arabic word Ba'ath means Renaissance. Saddam Hussein, a leading Ba'ath Party leader, played a key role in the 1968 brought to power. In Iraq, Saddam Hussein came to power in the year 1968. This government abolished traditional Islamic law, gave women the right to vote, and several freedoms not granted in the other West Asian countries. Means the government which was formed by Saddam Hussein, they abolished traditional Islamic law. They gave women the right to vote. Several freedoms not granted in the Western Asia, he also gave these rights. After becoming the president of Iraq in 1979, Saddam ran a dictatorial government and suppressed any dissent or opposition to his rule. When he formed government in Iraq in 1979, he suppressed any dissent and opposition to his rule. Anyone who talked about his rule, he suppressed them. He was known to have got a number of political opponents killed and persons and ethnic minorities massacred. He killed many opponents, and he had done massacre. The US, its allies like Britain, alleged that Iraq possessed secret nuclear weapons and other weapons of mass destruction, which posed a big threat to the world. That the US and its allies like Britain, that they were telling that Iraq was preparing a weapons for mass destruction, and this may be cause of big threat to the world. But when a UN team went to Iraq to search for such weapons, it did not find anything. Still, the US and its allies invaded Iraq, occupied it, and removed Saddam Hussein from power in 2003. Saddam Hussein, who established his power in Iraq in the year 1979, he was withdrawn by the Allies power in the year 2003. The US installed an interim government of its preference. The war against Iraq was not authorized by the UN Security Council. See, in Iraq, what had done by the Allies, it was not authorized by the UN Security Council. Kofi Annan, the UN Secretary General, said that the US war on Iraq was illegal, and Kofi Annan had declared that it was a illegal activity. So, the example of Iraq raises some basic questions that we need to think about. Is this the right way to promote democracy? Should a democratic country wage a war and invade other countries for establishing democracy there? Does external help work in every case, or does it work only when the people of a nation are actively engaged in a democracy to make their societies democratic? Even if external intervention leads to the establishment of democracy in a country, would it last long? Finally, is the use of external force to give democracy to the people in keeping the spirit of democracy? These are some of the questions we are thinking about. So, US and its allies, when attacked Iraq, and they fought a war against Iraq, UN Secretary Council had told that it was not an legal activity. So this is the last point of this chapter, democracy in the contemporary world. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, please like my video, and don't forget to share the video with your friends. Children, thank you.